Welcome to Awakening You channel. We hope you found something here that sparked your interest and assists you in your awakening journey. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Greetings and salutations, my beautiful beings of light. We meet once again, within this earth plane to share your very own Creator's unconditional love, do you not? As the unconditional love waves flows down and surrounds you with the most perfect pink love washes that you can ever experience within this plane, close your eyes. Just allow this sweet essence to permeate every cell of your being. The Creator's desire is for you to integrate as much unconditional love as you possibly can within your essence. Sit quietly for a moment and just be with the love that the Creator has for you. Unconditional love is a rare commodity on this plane of existence. That is why it is being covered yet again during this session. Begin asking yourselves if you can distinguish what the differences are between unconditional love and the earth plane's traditional love that is exchanged. The unconditional love that you seek is without strings, so large that it cannot fit into a shoe box, so wide that you couldn't cross it walking in a day's time, so tall that no spaceship can ever reach it, so deep that there are no instruments to measure it, so vast that there is nothing to compare it to. Unconditional love has no bias, has no beginning or end, has no limits or exclusions, has no right or wrong, has no color preference, has no good or bad associated with it, has no hurt or despair attached to it, has only possibilities, has all hope, has all joy and bliss, has all of eternity and infinity to be experienced. This unconditional love is energy of the very highest, purest form directly from the source itself. What are you waiting for, my beloveds? Try it on for size and see if unconditional love sweets you. There has never been a request for a return yet. It is unconditionally guaranteed to be the highest form of pure love there is. The question is, my divine light beings, can you become accustomed enough to unconditional love so that you can pass it on to others? Can you replace traditional love as you believe you know it with all its strings, limitations, and conditions with unconditional love? Begin asking yourself what that really means. Moms, can you discipline your children for doing something you think is naughty and still allow yourself to love them unconditionally? Can you take the act that the child did and push it to the side and allow the unconditional love to remain with them as well as your corrective actions? What that means, moms, is that you don't withdraw your love, as many do, until you deem the child is behaving as you desired them to do. Unconditional love is not a bargain or negotiating chip. You don't stop loving or respecting them just because they have made a mistake. You work with the mistake but do not deny or withhold love or respect from this little human beings, my beloveds. Partners, do you find yourselves withholding love and respect from your significant others when you want your way? Do you use traditional love as a ploy or reward system? Do you measure it out in tiny doses to keep the significant other wanting? Do you require that your partner beg for your love? Do you treat traditional love as a game of cat and mouse where one must be in control and the other, the passive partner? Unconditional love is much harder to do than most think, but it is worthy of your attempts to learn or remember unconditional love. It is loving even in the most dire circumstances or grave acts or betrayals. It is loving in the horrifying acts of terror or fear. It is loving in the deepest despair, or the lowest times. It is also loving in the most joyous of times and occasions. Unconditional love is the front runner for the peace process, my divine warriors of light. Unconditional love is forgiving, it is caring, it is tolerant, it sees with non-judging eyes. Unconditional love closes all gaps, heals all wounds, frees all demons and respects all boundaries. Are you ready to invite unconditional love into your life? To extend unconditional love, one must be able to accept unconditional love. One must learn to love themselves unconditionally before they can offer it to another. Reprogramming is so needed within these moments of now to relearn or remember unconditional love and how it feels. Allow this messenger to take you on a mediation journey. Find a quiet spot where you will not be disturbed for a while. You may either sit or lie down, whichever is more comfortable for you. Cover your physical self with a light blanket if you chill easily. You want no distractions during your meditations, so always make sure the physical vessel is comfortable. If it helps you to visualize by identifying your ego with a symbol or as an object, please do so. Direct your ego self to perch on your left shoulder. Instruct your ego self that it is only to be an observer on this journey. In your imagination, ask through prayer for the Creator to send you down a protective ray of white light by praying, "My Creator, I am asking for a protective ray of white light to enfold me and lift me up so that I am experiencing the very highest of vibrations during this journey into my innermost depths of understanding and being. I am protecting myself from anything that is not for my highest good on this journey. I am thanking you, my Creator, for assisting me by sending this ray that is now coming down through the corner of the area where I am meditating. It is entering into this physical form, permeating all that is within this beingness presence. I am." The Creator has answered and has gifted you with an iridescent white ray plus a pink golden ray along with the aqua ray for this journey. The rays are entering into your body through the soles of your feet and moving up through your physical vessel, permeating throughout all of your energy fields into all corners of the area that you are in, then exiting through your crown chakra. The rays are returning to the Creator and cycling back down through you again and back to the Creator in a circular motion. These rays are in a continuous circulating loop while you are in meditation. Visualize yourself using your breath to form a figure 8. The in-breath forms the top loop of the 8 which goes over your head, and your out-breath forms the bottom loop that goes under your feet. The middle of the 8 is your waistline and forms the still point between the in-breath and the out-breath. It is forming the sign of infinity, and it rhythmically continuing over and over again with each in-breath and out-breath. This is a reminder that you are infinitely guided throughout eternity. You are now divinely protected at this moment, and nothing can even communicate with you that is not for your highest good without your permission. Breathe in deeply, my divine light beings, and feel the lighter, relaxed feelings of being divinely guided into this meditation. Breathe in deeply and know that you are breathing to the pulse of the Creator. Listen to the Creator's spiritual heartbeat and feel the unconditional love that courses through you each time you think about this moment. Breathe in deeply, allowing and seeing within your spiritual imagination your guardian angels and guides join you and take your etheric hand to direct you into your spiritual heart chakra. At this time, invite in all the spiritual guests that you would enjoy having accompany you on this journey. Your guardian angels, spirit guides and special invited guests are now within your spiritual heart chakra. You locate and turn the doorknob of the golden door that says, "To my highest guidance within." You cross over the threshold. You find yourself in a white marble corridor. You open the window that is labeled "To your crystal palace." You find that there is a sucking motion when you turn the latch and raise the window. You are transported instantly to your crystal palace doorstep. As you open the golden door with your name on it and follow the colored refracting dots down the hall, you notice that much new construction has been going on in your absence. Your angels explain that you are and will always be under construction. You are always a work in progress, the angels relay. Your angels guide you to the rainbow vapor pools. You just love this particular room as it is so peaceful and warm. The rainbow mist hangs just over the water's edge and always invites one to take their shoes off and wade right in. You follow your inner directive and remove your shoes and socks. The water is so warm and inviting on your feet and lower legs. You wade out towards the middle of the pool. Around the sides of the pool you see all the archangels. They each have special gemstones that they are directing laser light through that is emitting those magical energies directly to you. The angels explain that this process is very much like a vitamin pill. It is being used to assist you to release as much negativity as possible. In the middle of the pool you see a chair just sitting in the water on a round little shelf. The angels are requesting that you sit there. The angels ask you next to place your hand over your heart area. They ask you to find the tiny button that opens and closes the spiritual heart. You search and have finally located it. You then open the flap as directed. They ask you to remove the spiritual heart and you take your hand and place it into the flap. You search around for a moment and then finally find it there and bring it out. You notice that the spiritual heart has a dial located on the very front. The right side of the dial says unconditional love. The dial regresses into many degrees and fractions of love, lessening with every turn towards the left. The left side of the dial simply shows a black void. The dial of your heart is set towards the middle. The angels ask if you are ready to change the sitting and you respond, yes. They ask you to set the dial to where you would feel most comfortable in experiencing more unconditional love as it flows into your life. You turn the dial almost all the way towards the right. You sense it is time to return to the true state that you espouse when you are not in physical form. You realize that now that you have remembered how to do this, you can come and readjust the dial at any time. As you turn the dial towards the right, a smile immediately crossing your lips. This change has brought an instant boost of unconditional love and peace to you personally. You realize that it will take some time to adjust and integrate this change, but are so grateful for this step in the right direction. You are filled with gratitude and awe. You sit peacefully for some time in the middle of the rainbow vapor pool, just enjoying the added dose of unconditional love that has occurred with the change in settings. The angels remind you that the concentration of unconditional love has increased and will do so every time that you make the decision to change the dial. Eventually the angels explain that you will be at 100% unconditional love, which is your true natural environment. This natural state is what has been calling you from a distance for quite some time. Once one has experienced true 100% unconditional love, they never want to return to the bargain basement variety that is found outside your true state of being. You thank the angels for their assistance and caring. You thank the archangels for beaming you such superb healing energies. You place the spiritual heart back into its location and button the flap closed. You wade back to the side of the pool, and as you step out of the pool you realize that your feet and legs stayed dry this whole time. Curious, you tell yourself instantly. You make a note to self: the rainbow vapor pool is a dry experience for future reference. You are ecstatic. You dance all the way back down the hall. You greet and converse with every single color that you find being refracted through the crystal dome. What joy you feel with this new setting! You yell out, "Thank you, my Creator! Thank you, my Creator, for remembering that this is a choice that you can make." Finally you reach the door and cross the threshold. You take a moment to review the columns to the right and left of the doorway just to see if you remember any of the names that you have held in the past during other incarnations. Don't worry if you do not see any, that just means that you are not ready for this information to surface. It will be presented again many times until you are ready to receive the data held regarding past lifetimes. You finish looking, still smiling. You follow your angles back to the transport center that whisks you back through the window of the white marble corridor. You instantly find yourself back in the white marble corridor, standing next to the elevator. You catch a glimpse of your glowing essence in the mirror. Your angels lead you back across the golden threshold door that leads you back into your spiritual heart chakra, and then they direct your spiritual essence back into your physical form. When you are ready, wiggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes. Go about your day remembering that your angelic support staff is always at your service, working with you to help you reach your highest, most appropriate potential. Always invite them in and thank them for their assistance. Beloveds, you are blessed beyond words and loved beyond measure, more than any earth plane language can ever express. I am Archangel Michael, the Creator's messenger of love, joy, wisdom, light, peace, and grace.